improvement. Okay, that was one of the best attempts I think I ever had in the game overall. In today's video, I'm going to be back in the car driving. I got the E92 M3, which I'm going to be taking on the windy roads, which I can control off. Now, this is a very, very bad idea, but I don't care. We're still going to be doing it. But this is one of those cars that you don't turn traction off and try to drive because it's very unpredictable. But I want you guys to pray for me. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a comment just hoping that I don't die. Hopefully, I don't think we're gonna really be that bad, to be honest, but it's very unpredictable. As I was saying, it's very unpredictable. But we're gonna be pushing this thing and pushing it to the limit and see how it does. Hopefully we don't flip it. That's kind of the main thing that I'm trying not to do here. If I do spin out, I don't mind. Spin outs are not the worst thing ever, but flipping is definitely one of the worst things ever. Yeah, as you can see, this thing is very crazy. And the reason why I say it's one of those cars that you don't want to drive with traction off is because even if I do turn it on, which I'm going to do right now, and still take a turn and hit the gas, it's still pretty much just going to handle like it was off. Like, it doesn't matter if it's on or off, it just pretty much handles the same. It doesn't make any major difference. Let's just try to hit it at this turn. So traction is on now. I'm going to hit this turn, give it some gas. See, we still pretty much just came straight off the road. And it's on. I mean, it does seem like it let it handle a little better, but it doesn't make any difference. We're still gonna spin out or pretty much break traction and start going sideways. But I'm actually seeing that it's actually controllable. I thought it was gonna be a lot more uncontrollable. Okay, that was nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn it back off now. When it's off, it's usually red. In the case that it's off, there's no little sign on the interior or this first person view that shows you that it's off. So you gotta go in third person, just check. I wish they had a little sign like how they have it down here. It was on here, you could see. It would be a lot more helpful instead of me have to going in and out of first person and third person. But it's not really a big deal. Okay, that was nice. It's pretty much doing good so far. I don't want to say it's doing great and I get too excited and then just flip it. But so far so good. It's handling a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest. Because usually, I said this before in one of my videos, with cars with high RPM, it's very tricky to get the perfect throttle control because the more RPM it has, the more time it has to get the wheel spinning and stuff like that. Which if you're going sideways at the angle and the back end pretty much is parallel to the front end while going sideways, you're cooked. There's no way you can save that. Okay, that was actually not bad. Considering the fact that I was the two focus right there, that was not bad. Okay, this is the next hard bit. We gotta be careful on these bits because they're super tricky. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's doing pretty well, to be honest. I thought this car was gonna be a lot more scary. I was a little nervous at first, but I'm seeing that it's actually very controllable. You just gotta time it right. Because usually when I see other person driving this car, they would spin out, especially on the new racetrack. They spin out and hit it almost every turn. I'm wondering if it's like a bad car, if it just has so much power going to the rear wheel that you spin out so often. But it's actually very controllable. And considering the fact that I'm doing the traction off and they probably had it on, and the fact that this is fully tuned, so we should definitely add that in too. I did not down tune this thing, so it's definitely having a lot more power, especially when I'm hitting the gas. It's a lot more faster. As the acceleration is definitely quicker. If you see my previous video, the comparison, it does have some little improvement actually, but it's not a major improvement. Okay, that was one of the best attempts I think I ever had in the game overall. That was super smooth. And considering the fact that it's with this car is very surprising to me. I think I kind of misjudged this car. It's actually very controllable. Of course, as I said that I'm about to spin out. Luckily we'll catch it back. But it's actually very controllable. It's not as bad as I thought it was. Well, I mean, if you try to push it. super hard, and yeah, but from just taking my time and timing everything perfect, it's not that bad, to be honest. If you ever drive this car before, fully tuned or not, let me know what your experience was like in the comments. To me, it's actually not that bad. I know I'm saying that a lot because it's actually very controllable. Even though we do spin out or get some overturn or almost just completely do a 360, it's not still very catchable. When I say catchable, I mean you can actually counter steer to like catch back the little power slide or little drift. Not every car in this game you can do that, especially the GT4 RS. That car is the hardest one I think I've ever driven in this game to do a power slide or little drift with. Oh my, yeah, oh, this thing is definitely nice. We need to focus though. We don't want to get too carried away and just mess it up. Or maybe you guys did actually pray for me. Maybe. Because this thing is actually handling pretty well, to be honest. Oh, I got too focused. I saw the counter trend before this car even went sideways right there. I don't know what I was thinking. I was expecting it to like swing out on me super aggressive, but it didn't, so pretty much I just counter steered for no reason. But it's getting nighttime now, and that was actually very smooth. I mean, I'm satisfied with that, so I'm not going to do another run. The car was actually very controllable for most of the turns, to be honest. Usually I thought it was going to spin out a lot more, but I think it only had... I don't think we had any spin outs. I don't recall it spinning. I know I definitely almost spun out a couple times, but I don't think it actually fully spun out. But it's actually a very good car. I thought it was going to be a lot more aggressive and hard to control, but it's actually not that bad. I don't know what other players were doing to make it seem like a bad car, but to me, the driving experience was okay. Considering the fact that we did have the traction off and trying to push it to the limit, it was okay. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have this car, make sure to take it on the windy road, traction off, and tell me how you do. For me, it wasn't too bad, as you could see. Even though we did have a few little spin out, that's okay. I'm going to give it a good for this.